the summer of 2015, coming from a Volkswagen perspective, the automotive world seemed largely okay. The factories were humming, and engineers were implementing high-performance projects such as Golf R400 and luxury models such as next Phaeton. Then the diesel scandal struck, and Volkswagen was turned ugly. The fallout saw a strategic shift toward electric mobility plus the culling of numerous high-performance programs. One that did survive, however, may be the Up GTI. Okay, we'll drop the pretentious exclamation point that VW boosts the Up's name from here on out. High's great chassis, slick 6-speed manual, efficient. Lows could be quicker in a very straight line, not offered inside the United States. It has had VW an unusually number of years to bring the Up GTI to advertise. We drove a prototype back early 2012, and that we were expecting a niche launch by 2014. But 2014 came and went. Last but not least, in mid-2016 we had been treated in an 89 horsepower TSI version on the Up, fitted using a 1.0-litre 3-cylinder, a 5-speed manual, along with a rather comfort-oriented suspension. Although we appreciated that lukewarm model, that it was no GTI. But now the Up GTI has finally arrived. It stands over a wider track and 17-inch wheels and wears black-handed exterior accents in addition to a roof spoiler, coursing the car about as cheeky being a mini car might get. Inside, there may be the characteristic plaid GTI fabric with redder stitching on sportier however comfortable seats. Volkswagen suggests that, at 114 horsepower, the Up GTI is concerning as powerful as being the European version on the original Mark I Golf GTI, sold because the Rabbit GTI from the States. That's a great comparison, but a far more recent precursor on the Up GTI was the Lupa GTI, a Ferdinand Piëch favorite, which had been launched in Europe in 2000. With 123 horsepower and overflowing with then high-touch features, for instance Bixen lights and aluminium limbs, it absolutely was the coolest car inside segment. It's quickly a collector's item in Europe. For the Up GTI, squeezing another 25 horsepower out from the tiny A211 turbocharged 3-banger was no easy feat, the engineers. This may be the first VW engine being certified according on the most recent, ultra-challenging European emissions standards. The hardware is nearly identical towards the 89 horsepower version, even though the pistons are already modified. Fuel injection pressure is increased, along with the turbocharger includes a different geometry. VW was required to overcome the raised back pressure from the new exhaust system featuring 2 catalytic converters. Info also serves being a particulate filter. The exhaust treatment besides saps power but has another disadvantage: it makes this car even quieter, so VW were forced to resort to artificial sound enhancement inside cabin. But unlike a number of other overly synthesized instances of this technology, the Up GTI's is proven to work well, augmenting the characterful, sonorous sound from the 3-cylinder engine. We wish the engine's response was more aggressive, but turbo lag no less than is kept largely from increasing. The peak of 148 lb-ft of torque can be obtained from 2,000 to 3,500 revolutions per minute, though the 3-banger still excels when revved beyond 4,000 revolutions per minute. From the upper reaches from the tack the engine feels lively and sporty. The only transmission offered can be a 6-speed manual, which can be exclusive for the GTI, and delay beautifully. However, straight-line performance remains rather modest. The Up GTI can reach 62 miles per hour in 8.8 seconds, in accordance with its maker, and tops out at 122 miles per hour. The GTI's engine is clearly superior on the version within the Up TSI, though the chassis has produced an even greater leap. The steering is much more direct. The GTI sits 0.6 inch lower over a firmer suspension, plus the anti-roll bar is stiffened by 30%. The wheel offset switch greater, along with the track is widened wherever possible without necessitating modifications on the body. All the trouble has paid back. This Up feels a whole lot stiffer, the tendency to understeer is greatly reduced, and also the steering is connected and direct. We also love the strong brakes. Behind the wheel, one feels instant harmony while using car as well as the road. Although the Up GTI doesn't deliver rocket-like straight-line acceleration, it's truly fun drive and automobile. The only serious competitor for the Up GTI could be the Fiat 500 Abarth. The raucous Abarth might be more powerful but severely low in refinement, so we'd attempt to choose the sophisticated VW instead. Alas, that's a selection that won't get offers for to buyers within the United States. For now, you must take our word correctly. At least in a few corners of Volkswagen's Wolfsburg headquarters, the nice times are nevertheless rolling.